The PZH-2000 is the 155mm self-propelled howitzer developed by Krauss-Maffei Wegmann together with the main subcontractor Rheinmetall Land System for the German Army. Krauss-Maffei Wegmann received a contract in 1996 for production of 185 units. The first system was delivered in July 1998 and deliveries for this batch are complete. Rheinmetall delivers the complete chassis for all series vehicles. In May 2001, during test firings for the Hellenic Army, the PZH-2000 fired 20 rounds all to ranges exceeding 40 km. The ranges were achieved using M2000BB Assegai shells from Maskeen Denel of South Africa, in combination with the Rheinmetall DM72 modular charge system. In November 2002, in live firings in Sweden, a similar range was achieved with Rheinmetall's new long-range RH-40BB ammunition, also fired with the modular charge system. A PZH-2000 howitzer turret has been mounted on the deck of German Navy F-124 frigate as a demonstration of the feasibility of the system for naval applications. The concept is called Monarch and requires a flexible elastic mounting. The electrical gun control system, supplied by ESW Extel Systems Weddell, comprises the automatic elevating and traversing drives with semi-automatic backup, direct laying with electrical instrument control and manual control. The 155mm L52 gun of the PZH-2000 was developed by Rheinmetall Detech. The barrel length is 52 caliber and chamber volume is 23 liters. The gun has a chromium-plated barrel and semi-automatic lifting breech block with integrated 32-round standard primer magazine. The PZH-2000 is equipped with a fully automatic shell loading system with ammunition management system. Gun parameters such as chamber temperature are monitored automatically. The PZH-2000 is equipped with a fully automatic shell loading system with ammunition management system. The chromium-plated barrel is 8 meters long and is fitted with a slotted muzzle brake, which gives increased muzzle velocity and reduces the level of muzzle flash. The wedge-tight breech block is integrated with an exchangeable primer magazine fitted with an endless conveyor for automatic primer transportation, loading and unloading. Rheinmetall Detech has also developed a 6-zone modular propelling charge system, or MTLS, the DM72, which provides for faster handling, less wear on the gun, lower sensitivity to ignition hazards, and improved range. In the PZH-2000, up to 6 MTLS modules form the propelling charge. The maximum range of the L52 gun using the maximum MTLS charges is 30 kilometers with the standard L15, a 2-round, and up to 40 kilometers with assisted projectiles. The gun positioning and laying system is produced by Honeywell Maintal and mounted on the gun cradle. The system automatically determines gun direction, position, and elevation above sea level. The integrated global positioning system receiver and the vehicle's motor sensors form the hybrid navigation system of the PZH-2000. The PZH-2000 automatic shell loading system can handle 60 rounds of 155mm ammunition. The shells are picked up from the back of the vehicle and automatically stowed in the 60-round magazine in the center of the chassis. The shell loading system is driven by brushless electric servo motors supplied by Moog. The automatic shell loading system has pneumatically driven flick rammer and automatic digital control, ammunition supply management, and inductive fuse setting. This provides rates of fire of 3 rounds in under 10 seconds and loading of 60 shells by 2 operators within 12 minutes, including the collation of ammunition data.
Ukraine under fire this morning. Sirens wailing and explosions heard in major cities, including the capital, Kyiv. Long lines of cars with people trying to flee to safety. President Biden condemning Russia, saying Putin has chosen a premeditated war that will bring a catastrophic loss of life and human suffering. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced the attack on state TV in Russia, claiming it's intended to protect civilians. During an emergency meeting, members of the United Nations Security Council pleaded for peace.
At the exact time as we are gathered in the council seeking peace, Putin delivered a message of war.
He made a decision for a special military operation in the Donbass.
So I call on every one of you to do everything possible to stop the war.
Ukraine's president declaring martial law, allowing curfews and the seizure of property, saying the future of Europe's security is being tested. The U.S. vowing support.
We're doubling down on our assistance to Ukraine itself, making sure, as we've already done, that we're providing additional security assistance, diplomatic support, economic, humanitarian support.
And reassuring NATO allies.
The world will hold Russia accountable.
The White House says today it will announce significant new actions to punish Russia. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News. A bipartisan effort is underway to respond to Russia's attacks on Ukraine. Later today, members of Congress will be briefed on the situation. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for NBC News.
Turning now to the rising tensions between the U.S. and Russia over Ukraine. Today, President Biden got a debrief from French President Emmanuel Macron after his one-on-one meeting with Vladimir Putin. We also learned that Vice President Harris will huddle with NATO allies in Munich next week. All of this as the military buildup in the region continues. And CBS's Charlie Daggett reports from the Baltic state of Estonia.
Today, the U.S. sent in the cavalry. The 2nd Cavalry Regiment out of Vilseck, Germany, loaded up this morning bound for Romania, right along the Ukrainian border. Around 1,000 U.S. troops and columns of Stryker armored vehicles. 1,700 soldiers of the 82nd Airborne are being sent to Poland, although they won't step one foot into Ukraine.
The focus of this particular mission, of course, is to reinforce the NATO alliance, to reassure our allies.
CBS News has learned that those troops will help set up staging posts in Poland should thousands of American citizens need to be evacuated if Russia invades Ukraine.
They are multi-mission capable, and they're going to be ready to do a number of contingencies, including, and he was asked, would that include evacuation? And he said, if that's what we're called to do, we're capable to do that.
The threat of war is escalating by the day, with the positioning of Russian air defense missile systems in Belarus, Russian fighter jets stepping up military drills, and Moscow's deployment of 6 more warships headed to the Black Sea for naval exercises. Baltic states like here in Estonia are especially concerned with the buildup. They are right along the border with Russia and Belarus, and they're specifically requesting more American support. Nora?
Charlie Daggett, thank you.